Hey friends, kamusta po kayo? Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Pag-usapan po natin ngayon ang June 11 memo on denaturalization. So pinili ko po itong topic na to kasi marami po ang nangangamba na nakapag-US citizen na sila but they're very concerned kung pwede ba silang ma-target, kung pwede ba silang ma-denaturalize. So we're gonna talk about that. Actually, so I cannot share to you my screen, pero I'm gonna look at the memo last June 11. Ito po yung inilabas ng Department of Homeland Security about in Department of Justice. Okay, and sinasabi po dito sa memo na to na ang priority po ng Trump administration kasama po ay yung pagdi-denaturalize or pagtanggal ng US citizenship. So we're gonna talk about that, okay? Dun sa memo na to, sa memo of June 11, hi Irene, I'm talking about denaturalization of US citizenship, okay? So this was issued last June 11. So is it really possible na matanggalan ng citizenship ang isang US citizen? So we're going to talk about that. Okay? But first and foremost, I want to greet everyone from Colorado. June 27 po, we're going to do the unveiling of Dr. Jose Rizal at George Fellows Park. And then, meron pong Bayanihan Gala. So, kung wala pa po kayong tickets are available. And I also wanna greet yung mga taga-Texas po, from Dallas, from Houston, and all over Texas. Kamusta po kayo? Ako po si Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the June 11 memo. Itong memo na to, ina-outline niya yung mga categories na priorities for denaturalization, which is a process of removing citizenship. Okay? So, pwede ba yun? Pwede ba tanggalin na lang yung citizenship mo? Pwede naman po, pero may mga grounds, and we're gonna talk about the grounds. So, ayon dito sa memo, may kalawakan tong memo na ito. And then it's talking about, mga iba't ibang categories. Ang sabi dito, the Department of Justice will initiate a civil action against these individuals. So basically, sinasabi dito, yung mga individuals na nakuha ang kanilang citizenship, illegally procured naturalization, o kaya yung may concealment of material fact. Remember when you submitted your N-400 application, ang dami mong chinek na yes or no? Kung merong material fact, meaning material dun sa application mo na N-400, or kung meron kang willful misrepresentation, ay pwede kang tamaan nitong denaturalization process, okay? Sabi dito, it also includes yung mga illegally procured naturalization, concealment of material fact, willful misrepresentation. Say for instance, yung may mga criminal cases na hindi dinisclose tapos nakalusot. Ayan, pwedeng balikan. Of course, alam nyo, when there's a memo like this, marami nagsasabi overreaching, unconstitutional, and they're gonna go to court. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna talk about the process. Okay? And then let them go to court, let the court decide. Okay? But in the meantime, pag-usapan natin ang denaturalization process. Okay? In addition, dun sa illegally procured, concealment of material fact, willful misrepresentation, kasama rin yung mga individuals na nag-engage in commission of war crimes, extrajudicial killings, serious human rights violations, yung mga naturalized criminals, mga gang members. Ayan. Okay, so let's talk about the list. Meron siyang in-itemize niya mismo, ha? Number 1, yung mga nagpo-pose ng danger to national security, including those with nexus to terrorism, espionage, yan. O kaya naman yung mga engaged sa torture, war crimes. Number 3, yung mga engaged sa drug cartels, mga gangs. Number 4, yung mga may felonies yun na hindi disclosed during the naturalization process. And then yung mga engaged in human trafficking, sex offenses, or even violent crimes. Ayan. Pati yung engaged dun sa mga financial fraud against the United States. Okay, ito importante. Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, loan fraud, and Medicaid and Medicare fraud. Number 7, cases against individuals who engage in fraud against private individuals, funds, or corporations. Cases against individuals who acquired naturalization through government corruption, fraud, or material misrepresentation. Number 9, cases referred by the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then other cases. So sabi nila napaka-overreaching daw, ang dami daw dito. Pero yan po ang laman ng memo, and we're gonna talk about the process. Okay? Hi, attorney. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon po. Kamusta po kayo? Clea? Okay, and pinag-usapan natin yung denaturalization process. Hi, Tito Lito of California. Ito po yung most recent na memo ng Trump administration. And pinag-usapan natin to kasi ang dami na namang natatakot. Okay, kasama po ba kayo dun sa listahan ng mata-target? Ayan. So, ang denaturalization is a legal process of revoking U.S. citizenship from a naturalized citizen. So, naturalized ka na, akala nung iba, porket naturalized na ay hindi na po itong mababawi. That's wrong. So, may mga grounds pa rin na pwede itong mabawi, okay? Or matanggal. Now, it does not apply to U.S.-born citizens. So, kung U.S.-born citizen, don't worry about this. Okay, hindi po applicable ito sa iyo. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Kamusta po kayo? So, if you're a U.S. citizen, don't worry about this this memo. And it only applies to naturalized citizens. Okay? Marami pa rin pong natatakot. So, pag-usapan natin kung ano ba yung mga grounds. Hi, Sheila. Miss you po and thank you for everything. Salamat, Sheila from New York. Okay. So, kapag na-denaturalize ang isang citizen, so nawala na ang kanyang U.S. citizenship, it can result in the removal or deportation. So, diretso na ba agad sa deportation? Hindi pa. If you're a U.S. citizen, may proseso pa. First, kailangan kang ma-denaturalize. And then after that, dun ka ilalagay sa deportation. Okay? If you're just a permanent resident, wala nang denaturalization process, diretso ka na lang. Kung may ground for removal, diretso ka na sa deportation. Okay? Now, grounds for denaturalization. Ano ba itong mga grounds? So earlier, binanggit ko yung kasama dun sa memo ng June 11. Pero generally, yung mga illegal procurement of citizenship. Thank you for the stars. Sheila, salamat ha. Hindi eligible at the time of naturalization, pero nakalusot. Ayan. Concealment or willful misrepresentation. Ito yung mga nagsinungaling sa kanilang N-400 application. Alam nyo, at this time, maraming nagtatanong, maraming interested sa pag-submit ng citizenship because of what's going on. Okay naman po yun, tama naman po yun. But I always say, huwag kayong magsinungaling doon sa N-400 application. Pero kung may mga issue about, criminal history, ayan, magkonsulta na lang po sa immigration lawyer kasi yun po ay po pwedeng kapag na-deny po ang N-400 application, it can take you to a deportation process. So, mas malaking problema. Ayan. Okay? Pero kung wala namang mga criminal cases, wala mga history na ganyan, wala namang pong mga fraud or issues na ganyan in the past, marami nagtatanong, attorney, kaya ko bang gawin ang N-400 application? Ang sagot ko, kaya mo. Nasa sayo yan. Ikaw ang nakakaalam niyan. Kung kaya mo, kung naiintindihan mo, why not, diba? Pero kung kailangan mo pang magtanong sa kaibigan na hindi, so kung kailangan mong, kung hindi mo naiintindihan ang proseso, then you need, kailangan mong magpatulong. Okay? And magpatulong ka dun sa talagang nakakaalam. Alright? So what I'm trying to say is yung N400 application that you are submitting or that you have submitted, importante po yun. So under this memo, very clear naman na kung merong material concealment, kung merong concealment of material facts or willful misrepresentation, talagang willful, meaning hindi lang nagkamali. Yung misrepresentation ay pwede pong makasama dito sa priorities ng denaturalization. Okay? Pwede rin po yung mga membership in subversive organizations. Ayan. And yung mga military service-related fraud. Okay. So, paano ang proseso nito? Ang process is, nagsisimula ang investigation with the Department of Homeland Security and DOJ. So, they have to initiate a civil action and only a judge can issue a denaturalization order. So, hindi po ang Homeland Security lang basta-basta or ang USCIS basta-basta ang mag-i-issue ng denaturalization order. Ngayon po, may mga scams nakakalat na naman dyan. Mga magte-text, mag-i-email sa inyo, mananakot, na i-denaturalize ka kung hindi ka mag-click dito sa link na ito. So, a few days ago, nakatanggap ako, I received actually a text about an unpaid ticket that we have to pay and merong link doon or otherwise, of course, yung aking credit score and then it will be reported and magkakaroon ng arrest. And then almost at the same time, yung husband ko naman received another an email containing the same content. Ayan. So, marami pong mga ganyang scammers. And even yung mga sa taxes, di ba? Yung parang, this is the IRS, ganyan. So, be careful with that. Okay. Sabi ng aking battery, I only have 20%. So, I have to either charge this or I have to expedite. Okay. So, what happens is yung Department of Justice, kung kasama kayo dito sa priorities, will initiate a civil action. Okay, and will file a civil case in federal court. And then, kapag nanalo sila and napatunayan nila na, na merong ground talaga, then you will be stripped of your citizenship. And then you will face removal or deportation. So after that, dadalhin ka naman sa deportation or removal process. Okay. Or, meron din pong pwede din itong i-initiate through a criminal prosecution. Yan. So, yung criminal prosecution naman ay for cases where yung citizenship is illegally procured. Hi, Cecile, ang aking coach, and then my cousin from Pangil, Amadeo. My mom is from Amadeo, Cavite, so I have a lot of relatives from Amadeo, Cavite. Kamusta po kayo? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so yung criminal denaturalization is proseso naman po siya of filing a criminal case against you, not you, pero dun sa person. It may include imprisonment and revocation of naturalization. Ayun. So, hindi naman lahat-lahat denaturalize. So, wag kayong magpanic and don't be scared, okay? Wag naman, tinatakot natin yung sarili natin. Kung wala namang ground, ay wag kayong matakot. Ika nga. Okay? So, denaturalization is very rare and serious, pero under this administration, of course, hindi naman po siya, alam nyo na, pag sinabi nilang priority nila talaga. So, what are you gonna do kung kung kasama ka dito sa listahan na ito? First and foremost, makipag-usap ka sa isang immigration lawyer to advise you properly, okay? Hi, Alan, Nasyan, kamusta po kayo? And then, makapag-usap po sa isang immigration lawyer about this. Number 2, only naturalized citizens can be denaturalized. Okay, so kung ikaw ay natural-born citizen, you don't have to worry about this. And then yung mga common grounds, diba? Fraud, misrepresentation, or disqualifying conduct. Kanina po, yan. So, kanina po, we talk about yung mga nakasulat doon sa memo. So sabi ni Mr. Anacleto, that will be a long process. The US INS will be screening all naturalized citizens. So siguro hindi naman lahat ay target. I don't think that's the intention. I don't think that's the intention of that memo. Kung wala naman pong problema, you have no criminal history, hindi ka naman kasama doon sa category, hindi ka naman kasama sa drug cartel, sa gangs, you have nothing to worry about. So, I don't think that ang gagawin nila is lahat ng naturalized citizens, they're gonna screen everybody and then, they're gonna file these cases against them. I don't think so. I think they will target yung mga sinabi nilang kasama doon sa priorities. Okay? And then, of course, after ma-strip na yung citizenship, it may lead to deportation if no lawful status remains. Ayan. Okay, so yan po ang ating episode for today. Maraming salamat for watching. And, I really, I want to do this because there's just so many questions about this. Marami pong natatakot. And sometimes, kung ano-anong balita na yung lumalabas na hindi naman talagang dapat katakutan. Okay? Now, the memo of June 11 is very clear kung sino po yung kasama doon sa mga subject, yung magiging priorities nila. And I know, marami nagsasabi this is overreaching, unconstitutional. I know there's a group or there are groups that will take this to court. Ganyan po kasi ang democratic system natin dito sa Amerika. But ito pong topic nito, ang denaturalization process, hindi po yan basta-basta magagawa ng Homeland Security or ng Department of Justice. Only a judge can issue a denaturalization order. So, wag po kayong matakot. And kung hindi naman kayo kasama dyan sa listahan ng mga yan, ay wag din po kayong matakot. Pero kung kasama naman kayo, if you're included, what are you gonna do? Magkonsulta po kayo sa immigration lawyer in your area. It doesn't have to be me. But if you want to reach out to me, 713-315-7793. And of course, I want to take this opportunity sa mga nasa Colorado, yung ating pong monumento. I'm one of the sculptors. Kasama ko po si Direk Fritz Celorio. Unveiling na po ng 6-foot monument of Dr. Rizal. Ang pedestal is 5 foot. So, ang total height po ng sculpture is 11 ng ating national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. Ito po ay bronze sculpture. And we created this, we worked on this for 2 years. And so July 27, finally, we're going to present it to our community in Colorado. And we appreciate your help. So we're still needing help from the community. So please reach out to me. And maraming salamat po for your time. Until next time po, Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. Till next time po, bye-bye. Bye everybody.